We're in the Eternal City for the third edition of the Rome Spectacular, and we've the elite women's race coming up. It is a packed field too, with nearly 50 taking their chance here this morning, including several who've been regulars on the World Triathlon Championship Series. We are racing over the sprint distance today, so it'll be fast and furious once they get underway. Here's the start list. My name's Trevor Harris alongside Helen Jenkins, and this looks wide open, Helen, even in the absence of Bianca Seregni, who's had to pull out. But that said, there are still 7 Italians in the field and some World Cup winners amongst them too.
Oh yeah, both Steinhauser and Zane ranked highest athletes in the field. Both have several World Cup medals. You've got Sandra Dode inside that top 10 as well. She's won so many World Cups. She's such a strong athlete over sprint distance and in World Cups. So yeah, there's many women that could win this race.
Yeah, had a few injury issues, Dode, but when she's fit and firing, she's a force to be reckoned with. Barbara Riveros from Chile. Great to see her in the lineup. 38 years young and still enjoying her triathlon as much as ever. Away we go then for the Women's Rome World Cup, where it looks fiendishly difficult to try and predict a winner. And just one lap, remember, to swim. It's 750 metres.
Yellow hats are the top 10 numbers. Well, we haven't got number 1 today, so numbers 2 to 10. But they're really spread out through the field. Quite often we see those yellow hats, especially in a World Series. They do manage to get quite near the front, but we've really got a big spread there of our top 10, and it looks like it's being taken out pretty hard by those athletes at the front. Yeah, I don't think that long straight has really helped separate at all. We've seen that there's obviously a difference in ability between the athletes at the front and the back, but it hasn't really separated. There's no big gaps. It's when they start making these turns, it's when gaps can occur. Very strong runner, right? She's set 2 Austrian national records this year for the 5K and the 10K on the road, so she's in fantastic run shape. And it's been good for the Germans. Nina Imes won here twice, isn't she? Marlene Gomez-Gergel's been on the podium a couple of times here as well. So, yeah, she'll be hoping to continue that strong run of German form here in Rome.
You can see the exit there.
And just a few small groups have formed.
So just shy of 9.5 minutes, out they come, or the leaders do at least.
Selina Clamp was out first, so we had Mathilde Gauthier there as well. Yeah, it was Marta Pintanel who was up there as well. Good swimming from her. A lot of that top 10 really didn't swim well, didn't really get into a good position.
Katja Shah also 48 seconds back as the leaders come into T1.
So 2 Spanish up there, Pintanel Guerra. There's Danielle Ori, so she's a fantastic runner. She did race way high and struggled a little bit on the bike there. She's relatively new into triathlon. We know it does take a few years to kind of develop that bike strength, the technical ability to stay with the packs. But at a World Cup level, that's always slightly lower than a World Series level. So she manages to get into the front group here. She's one of those athletes that has one of the strongest runs in the field.
Got to say, I didn't expect such a big gap between, well, not necessarily first to last, but certainly between those first out the water and some of the bigger names who are well beyond half a minute behind. We might have a group of about 9 or 10 here, I reckon.
I think that's Katie Rodder there from Great Britain. And as well, she looks really comfortable to take up that lead role, especially on the descent there. So probably a good technical descender.
Looked like she was looking behind there to see if she might get some help.
Yeah, and you can see she's very confident on those descents. She's gapped the athletes behind her. They're not able to stay with her. These 2 athletes have managed to get away from the other group, which is leading that group is Pintanel and Guerrero from Spain.
Well, they've laid down a marker here, Rodder and Drayling, and they're playing Catch Me If You Can with the 8 that are following. And it might only be 9 seconds, but could very easily, over the course of 20 Ks, if they can keep the intensity up, it can become half a minute plus.
So there's a group of 8, 19 seconds back, and then we've got quite a large group, about 35 to 40 seconds back. I mean, it's a bit all over the place. There's a huge group there.
So Shah, who was 45 seconds back out the water, now 35 seconds behind. No real surprise with the strength of her biking.
Yeah, and I think you'd be looking at athletes like Shah, to be the one driving that pack from behind.
Very early in this bike. We're not even 20 minutes into the race. And that lead increasing almost by the pedal stroke at the moment.
So look, there's our lead two. I think that gap's gone out again. We can just see the lead two going up round the bend, and the chase group of 8, they are just about to be caught by the second chase group.
Yeah, and you would think that's going to slow them down because there's going to be a lot of women then in that group.
It's going to be huge, yeah. That chase group is massive. The chase group goes... You're going to have, about over 30 women together at that point.
Yeah, so you'd think that would play into the hands of Rodder and Trailing.
Although there are athletes, we've got Danielle Ori here who's losing ground on the hill. Some of them aren't able to keep with the pace, so we might not end up with that many. There could be a few that don't manage to stay with that group.
And they look like they're sharing the workload very effectively between them.
Yeah, and they're 2 young athletes as well, so I think it's really good tactics as well. It's good just that they go for it, that they have the confidence to go for it and not think, maybe I should wait and will my legs be okay? It's just that kind of mentality of, right, we've got a gap, let's just go, let's put everything into this. 36 seconds.
So just another few seconds being added.
And that's a big group now. And I think there'll be some frustration here.
Yeah, there doesn't look a massive amount of intensity. Unless someone's going to have to take the bull by the horns here, I think.
That's Katja Shah on the front. So I imagine as they hit the hill here, she's really going to put the hammer down. And it's nice, we're actually with them on the hill this time. We can really see it. So it's not that long a hill, but it is pretty steep. You can see both of them really digging in.
If it stays at sort of somewhere around half a minute, I think there are several in this chasing group that would probably fancy their chances of being able to run them down. That was the danger, though. I think if it got up to a minute or beyond, then that might not have been the case.
It's tricky.
So they take the bell. Rodder and Drayling still have a lead of around about half a minute.
But they'll be coming into transition with a 25-second plus lead, which is not bad.
No, I'd be delighted with that. So Trailing's away, Rodder's away. They've got about a half a minute lead over a whole group of 24 seconds it is in the end.
Steinhauser, Prestia, Zane,
Malozzi,
they're all at the front. Pinelli's there as well.
Yeah.
I mean, the Italians are racing really well this year, very consistently. Zane had her best ever result in the World Series this year in Alghero.
Steinhauser away with Rust, the German.
Yeah, Drayling's just gone out a little bit faster. And it's important for these 2 athletes to pace themselves. As they've got that gap, they still don't want to go... They still want to run it as they would normally run it. I mean, quite often for these athletes coming through, because they are ranked in midfield, you run off other people's pace so often. You're kind of tucked in behind someone else and you try and go with them. So a very different experience for them to be out front with this much lead. Drayling just making that dead turn, and she's going to see that group behind her.
The chasing group going to get to Rodder fairly shortly, by the look of it. Question is, can they get to Robin Trailing, who's well into her first lap now? Yeah, you can see Trailing starting to come back now. She's only got about a 10-metre lead. That's not going to last very long.
Sandra Dode on the front.
Which is no surprise at all. Talked about her run prowess earlier and showing it here.
There's Carina Rust. I think Carina Reicht is there as well. So the Austrian athlete.
Here they come to complete their first lap of 2. And Dode will take the bell in front, but there are challengers queuing up behind her. 4 of them.
Yeah, so Reicht 2 Austrian national records this year for running. 5,000 metres on the road and the 10K on the road as well. So she's loving converting over to triathlon. It was a 32:15, I believe, the 10K. So she's in good run shape. I mean, I know Sandra Dode is as well. Steinhauser's just been detached from that front group.
Charles just maybe struggling to stay with
Yeah,
these.
and I think that's just that fitness. She's missed...
Yeah.
You think what she's been through this year, that it is unbelievable she's even back racing at this level.
So Dode happy to be out front. Reicht is right behind her. then Rust, then Pintonel, and then Shah, and then a gap.
It's Reicht. Reicht's gone.
Well, this is a fascinating move. Reicht has laid it down to Dode early on this second lap. Can the Frenchwoman respond? Rust is back in third at the moment.
Reicht using the downhill, really trying to stride out. They've gone up the hill, they've done that dead turn. She's trying to use this section now. Reicht sprinting off the front though. She's giving it everything to try and break. Katja Shah's gone past Rust.
Yeah, Shah doing really well. But Reicht has gone for home here and really laying it down to Dode in particular.
Prestia, Steinhauser, Koenigs locked in their own battle here as well. Yeah, Rust has managed to get back past. Rust now looks like she's heading for Dode. So many position changes in this 5K.
And Pintonel back in fifth place.
Not giving up either.
Up go the glasses. She won't really relax until she can see that finish line, because she knows that Dode will keep chasing. Rust is trying to get to Dode. She won't do that, but Reicht is going to celebrate her first ever World Cup medal, and it's going to be a gold. She was age group racing back in 2022. What a tremendous display from the Austrian. Dode, another World Cup medal for her, and Rust, her first time on a World Cup podium as the German takes third.
And Katja Shah in fourth. I mean, what a position to finish after the year she's had, what she's been through. Great result as well from Pintonel, that top 5. And the Slovakian athlete there, getting 6th. Koenigs, Prestia, Steinhauser. Wary with the top 10. Beatrice Melose's man on Laporte as well, so good race for her, that first World Cup.
Yeah, Leah Koenigs, of course, sister of Dorian. Yeah, top 10 for her.
There's Robin Drayling finishing, so inside the top 20 for her after that brave effort on the bike.
Winning time actually was slightly quicker as Zane comes in, maybe a bit disappointed with that 19th. Winning time was a tad quicker than last year, an hour and 14 seconds was Reicht's winning time.
Yeah, I had a good feeling at the run, and especially the first lap I was like really in control and knew I could push a little more, and yeah, so I tried to do that in the second lap, and it worked out. So this gave me really confidence that I won 2 European Cups, and I just tried to have a good race and not thinking about what position I'm at the end. So yeah.
I tried to run faster on the last climb, but it was not enough to win the race. So yes, I'm happy. A few months ago, I missed the podium in China, in Chengdu for the World Cup. For 1 second, I think it was a sprint at the end of the race. So yes, I was disappointed, but now I'm happy, and maybe I will have some other podium at the end of the season. I don't know, but yes, I'm very happy today.
It's unbelievable. I dreamed of, and I think it's a dream of a lot of people to make a podium on a World Cup. It was my second start in a World Cup, and yeah, I didn't expect it. I know I am capable of to do it, but yeah, it's at the end always a bit of luck, and yeah, you have to have a day, like perfect day, and that I delivered it today was just amazing. In total, the season is a crazy highlight for me, with the WTCS debut, with the World Cup debut, with the European champion at the under-23, and yeah, there's big dream coming, and I want to deliver at the World Champs, and then we will see. It was really like a mental game today, especially the second lap of the run, and Lasse Nigel-Priester shouted to me at the run course and just said, I have to believe and I have to keep going because the way is very long to the finish line. And I was like, I'm so dead. But at the end it played off, and
Well, that is confirmation of the top 10. Katja Shah just off the podium. Decent run from Pintanel, and Lunaska, that's a great effort from her.
Yeah, fantastic result.
Steinhauser, another top 10 World Cup level, and Guerrero also. Two Spaniards in that top 10. A couple of French as well, and two Italians on home soil. First time on a World Cup podium for the 22-year-old, just continuing the excellent season she's had up to this point. A silver to add to the collection for Sandra Dode, only a 6th World Triathlon race of the year, actually.
Carina Reicht!
Wow, what a moment. Wonder if she thought when she was standing on the pontoon about an hour and a half ago that she was going to be top step of the podium. Just a devastating run, wasn't it, Helen, really?
Oh, hugely impressive. And we've known that she has that there, but in the position to execute it today, and did so fantastically.
She's so unused to being on the top step that the champagne opening is the hardest thing she's had to do all day.
There's no one left to spray now.
You see, Dode's experience, she made sure she was kind of out of range.